beautiful people. Happy, oh my goodness, W Wednesday night. How freaking cool is that? That's almost as badass as the date lining up about Mondays on Monday. Okay, it's these little victories or cool things in life that I'm here to appreciate for all of us. Yeah, that and the fact that I think I posted 2 Instagram videos today. I'm going to be famous. I'm half kidding. I am trying to get smarter on social media. So if you're following me there, it's going to be interesting. And you're probably going to get to laugh a lot, even though most of my content isn't meant to be funny. Anyway, we got a couple good words with W, like really good words. And I'm pretty excited. I didn't even look them up yet. So I'm trying to think of the order. All right. I think the right order to go is W, willingness. Yeah. It's one of my faves. You know that. You probably know that. If this isn't your first episode, you know that you have to be willing to do the work, willing to look in the mirror, willing to do it, willing to sacrifice the old self. I was on a call earlier and there's a group of us that are writing a book together, and the leader of this little mini tribe we have, she was sharing her thoughts around the book, and she was using the caterpillar evolving into a butterfly metaphor to go over some stuff with us. And she shared some quotes, and I'm going to screw up the exact quote, but the essence of it was, the only way you can be a butterfly is to leave being a caterpillar. And that just resonated with me so much when I think about my journey. I can't be happy, healthy, whole, visionary, motivated. I can't be any of those things if I'm still a gambler. I can't do it. Just like I can't be any of those things if I'm not in the right situation, right? Like, so we have to leave caterpillarness so that we could spread our wings and fly. And the visual to that is just beautiful to me. And I'm so grateful. I'm so freaking grateful that I left my caterpillarness behind. I'm ready to be a butterfly. It's much better to be a butterfly. Like, that's the beauty of life. Now, granted, you can't be a butterfly until you are a caterpillar, right? Mind blown. I wouldn't be sitting here if I wasn't a freaking gambling addict. Probably wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't have a journey with alcohol. Wouldn't be sitting here if my wings weren't spread and I have a bigger vision and a bigger dream. Like, to be a podcaster is not my dream, guys. Like, not my dream. I actually have a whole, oh my God, plan on how to make a difference in the recovery community. And that is what I'm working. That's what all my classes and everything are, is to contribute to society in that way. And I'm still building up my arsenal of tools to execute that plan. But I couldn't have done that plan as a caterpillar. I need to be a butterfly. So I love that, if you couldn't tell. And if you're interested in the textbook definition, it's the quality or state of being prepared to do something. Readiness. Are we ready to look in the mirror? Are we ready to accept the fact that we can't gamble normally? Are we ready to spread our wings and be vulnerable and fucking try hard things, new things, good things, maybe easy things? I'm learning so much about this being brave stuff, and it's crazy, but it all starts with willingness. I had to be willing to put myself out there. The next word that this was probably, I guess I would call, a fan favorite. It was one of the ones that showed up a lot, but it also resonated with me. And that is W, worthy. Having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition and specified way. A person notable or important in a particular sphere. Did I say that right? So having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way. That wasn't really how I interpreted it and that I resonated with. Oh, here's the other one. Good enough or suitable. Suitable sounds a little not as powerful, but good enough. We are good enough. Every single one of us is worthy of recovery, worthy of being a butterfly, worthy of anything they want. We're all worthy. Do you know how hard it is to say that or to realize that? It's freaking hard. I know. Like if you're listening in the car right now and there's nobody there, I'd like it better if there was people there. But let's say you're listening in the car or at home and you're hearing me say this. I want you to say it out loud right now. I'm worthy. I am worthy. I'm so freaking worthy. Worthy of all that good stuff. And maybe you're so worthy that you had to go on a journey with addiction or trauma or whatever reason that you feel compelled to listen to me. Whatever makes it so that you come back and you want to hear what our connection is, makes you worthy. And you don't know what's going to happen, what all that, I'll call it shit, because mine was shit, but it all had a value, and the value is part of what makes it worthy. Like all those things that have been our experiences, that have been our journey. It could be adding a worthiness beyond what's even imaginable. I feel, again, grateful. I'm feeling just so freaking grateful that I found my voice to say I'm worthy. And don't get me wrong, it's still a struggle some days. You know, I still need to remind myself I'm worthy of so much more than my last relationship, for example. I'm worth more than that. I'm worth more than settling in anything I do in life, whether that's my job or my living conditions, my relationships, my friendships, any of that. I'm worthy and worth having all of those things be amazing in my life. I don't have to settle. Nobody has to settle. That's a choice you have to make. And I hope that you make the choice to find your own worth and to be able to say it out loud. It's not easy. And thank goodness I've had the kind of people presented to me that have helped me get to a place where I could say that to you out loud. Finally, this last one is just a little creative, but I love this fella's answer. And it was so striking. It was as simple as W, wow, I'm alive. I don't know if you guys can appreciate the magnitude of that, but when I think about wow, I'm alive, it's so true. How many situations have I been in that maybe I shouldn't be alive, whether it was getting in the car with strangers when I was a truck driver, or, you know, even walking a dark parking lot when I was a truck driver, for that matter. My bad choices when it came to alcohol or gambling or both, right? Driving home as fatigued, you know, after gambling for 30 hours or even you work and then you go gamble and you're up 16, 18, 20 hours, 24 hours. Driving home after that is the equivalent of driving drunk. So, wow, I'm alive. I must have been worth it to be alive, huh? I have a friend where it's almost I don't know. His mission surrounds surrounds his experience of being suicidal, and there's a lot of people in his circle that it seems to be suicidal or have committed suicide or completed, I guess is the right word, if there's anything right about that sentence. And that's why, this is exactly why I want to tell you to say that you're worthy out loud, and let you know that you're worthy and worth it, because no one deserves that ending. No one. And if you want to shout as loud as you are with "I'm worthy," you can yell, "Wow, I'm alive." Because if you're listening, you're alive. Now, there's different kinds of alives. And I hope that everybody finds their way to the vivacious, wonderful life that they're worthy of having. Like, beyond wildest dreams. I know I talk about this all the time, but it's crazy. Like, I was listening to Tony Robbins today. He's doing this challenge. One of my beautiful friends invited me to it. And he said, he asked us two questions in the one that I'm catching up on. And one was, what's the worst I've been through? Or, the worst thing that could happen in life. And then what's the best thing that could happen in life? And I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but also proud on the other hand as well. My worst things that happen in life, worse, I don't think they're the worst things anymore, because I think that they were gifts to get me sitting here with you, gifts to the foundation of what my big vision and my big dream are. So I can't think of a worse or, the most devastating thing. Because I've shifted my brain, or my brain got shifted from along the way, but all those things have value to get me to the moment I'm living in. So it's crazy. And the same thing with the best. I couldn't imagine sitting here feeling this way 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever those time frames are that I'm always rambling about. But I couldn't have ever imagined this. But yet here I sit now. So how do I know what the best is? I didn't know the best would look like this, but it is the best. And I know that there's going to be better bests in the future. Not that we're on B, but wow, that was 3 B's in a row. So I can't answer either of those questions. That's the part, like, I'm a little like, you would think it would become easy to say what the best and the worst is. I can't. I just have to trust, because it's been shown to me over and over again that it all works out the way it's supposed to. And I'm back to my G word. I'm just so flippin' grateful. And I'm a little wound up. Wound up. Before I jumped on here, I sent a message to check on one of my friends. Her husband has been sick. And, I've had her on the brain for multiple reasons. And just hearing her voice, I don't know. It just charged me in this way that I'm sharing with you. I'm was happy to hear her voice. I'm, hoping that everything works out for the best in her world. I believe it will. So that's kind of got me a little bit energized. So those are my W thoughts. I can't believe we are almost done with the alphabet. And I don't want to say I don't want to do step work, but this has been more fun right now than step 6 work. But we will get there. We will get there. And actually, I need to challenge myself to make the time. I want to go back through. For the last 6 weeks, I've missed Justin from Blue October, his step work on Tuesday nights, because I've had the alcohol-free class and they were at the same time. And both were recorded, but I want to catch up to his step work and go through the process the way he did. I think that would be a great exercise. And he still has, 2 more to go. There I go with my freaking afternoon yawns. I'm so sorry. All right, guys, we will be on to WXX. Oh, let's see who's up for that challenge tomorrow. Okay, have a marvelous evening, everybody, and I will talk to you first thing in the morning. Good night.